In this video, we're going to show you how to funnel deer, and we're going to do it in a way that we like to do it best, which is to show you how it works with real hunts. So as with anything, a lot of this starts in the off season, and in order to take you on this journey, let's take you back a couple years ago when I was originally thinking through this strategy. All right, so let me show you an example of what we did last year. So we've got a stand location right here, about, I'd say 20 yards away, and we had two trails, one that came down through right here off my left-hand side, and another one that came down through and circled around, and they met up on the other side to the right. Well, the stand that was where the stand was out of bow range when the deer went that way, so I didn't want the deer going that way. So what I do, came over here and I hinge cut every single tree I could down on top of that older trail, and basically made this as unwelcoming as possible for those deer to come through here. One thing that you couldn't see, and I didn't mention at the time, was there is actually a river or a creek that runs through there that with pretty high banks, and so it's a little easier to use that landscape in order to complete this funnel. So a lot of the trees I was dropping towards the creek bed, and that also helped to keep deer, once they got on my side, to stay on my side. And it didn't have to be perfect just because they already had a trail coming through there, so I was just encouraging them to do something that they already are used to doing. So that's another situation where you can use hinge cutting to your advantage. So now let's take a look at a hunt in which we had a doe being chased by a buck. She came across the creek and was on one side of the funnel, and I was able to get a shot at her right as she got through the funnel, and it worked perfectly. You'll notice that as I got to full draw, she either saw me or heard something, or maybe she just stopped and looked for no reason. One of the benefits of having these trees down is it gives the deer an obstacle that they need to traverse, and that takes their focus off of you and onto that object. And so I took advantage of her jumping over top of those trees to get anchored and set, and when she stopped on the other side, I was ready for a shot. Now let's look at an example from 2 years ago when Phil was hunting during the rut, and there was a buck that was cruising, and he came through, and he was going to come right through that funnel, and it gave Phil a chance to get a shot at him. Now, unfortunately, he didn't connect on that shot, but executing the shot is up to you. Well, I hope you liked this video, and I hope you learned something. A little bit of hinge cutting can go a long way. It helps to make sure that you are using what the deer want to do already to your advantage. So cutting off one trail so they go down another one and setting up your stand on that. Things like that, using nature, the creek bed, something that's already going to funnel deer to your advantage. Those are the types of things you want to look for, and then all you got to do is a little bit of hinge cutting, or if you can't hinge cut, find down trees and pick them up and haul them over there and stack them up on each other. There's lots of ways that you can do it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, check out some more of our videos. Thanks for watching.